Every illusion of safety begins with a question. Am I protected? It's the question you ask when you deposit into a bank. It's the question you ask when you hand your savings to an advisor. And it's the question you ask when you trust the system. And every time the answer feels comforting until it doesn't. Because history shows us that the moment you outsource security, the moment you rely on someone else to protect your value, well, that's when it can be stolen. So let's ask the harder question. Could Bitcoin, the asset designed to be unstealable, actually be stolen from you? Now, I just quickly want to chuck this in here. If you haven't stacked your first million Satoshis, well, this playbook will really help you out. Now, this is completely free, and what I'll do is leave a link for this down in the description below. See, here's the paradox. Bitcoin itself cannot be hacked. The network has never been broken, and every transaction, every block, every sat is verified by math and not promises. Now, that's why governments fear it, that's why banks attack it, and that's why critics dismiss it. But while the protocol is bulletproof, your relationship to it is not. Bitcoin can't be stolen from the network, but it can be stolen from you. From ignorance, laziness, or misplaced trust. And that distraction is the difference between sovereignty and victimhood. See, let's draw a line. There are only two ways Bitcoin can be taken. The first is external, and that's hackers, phishing scams, fake wallets, exchanges collapsing under fraud. And the second is internal, so that's mismanagement of your keys, trusting custodians, treating Bitcoin like another stock in a brokerage account. But the truth is, the majority of Bitcoin that's been lost wasn't hacked out of the network. It was abandoned, mismanaged, or handed over voluntarily. See, people gave it away without realizing it. Now, not because the protocol failed, but because they did. And that's the brutal truth. You are the weakest link, not the chain. See, imagine this. You're holding gold bars in your basement, and one day a thief breaks into your house. If they find the bars, they're gone. But now imagine the same scenario, but instead of gold, it's Bitcoin. Except the bars aren't physical, they're protected by cryptography so powerful it would take the combined energy of the stars to brute force. Now, the only way these coins leave your control is if you hand over the keys. Now, that's the equivalent of leaving the safe door open, and most people do. They trust exchanges, they trust apps, they trust third parties with the very asset designed to eliminate middlemen, which is like buying a bulletproof vest and handing it to someone to wear for you. See, think about the history of Bitcoin collapses. Mt. Gox, gone. Billions, vanished. FTX, gone. Customer deposits, drained. And countless smaller exchanges, rug pulls, and scams are the same story repeated. Now, were these failures of Bitcoin? Well, no. They were failures of trust, failures of custody, failures of human behaviour. Now, the protocol didn't break. The promise of sovereignty was ignored, and people treated Bitcoin like fiat. They parked it in someone else's vault, managed by someone else's rules, and the result was predictable. So let's come back to the real question. Can Bitcoin be stolen from you? Well, the answer is only if you let it. And that's the deeper shift here, because the design of Bitcoin flips the concept of safety upside down. Safety doesn't come from banks. It doesn't come from governments. It doesn't come from regulation. It comes from responsibility. And if you hold your own keys, your Bitcoin cannot be stolen without your permission. Not by hackers, not by governments, not by collapsing institutions. But that sovereignty demands something most people have forgotten how to do, and that's hold responsibility for themselves. So here's the takeaway. Bitcoin itself can't be stolen, but your ignorance can steal it from you. Your trust in middlemen can steal it from you. Your refusal to self-custody can steal it from you. And that's why self-custody isn't a paranoia, it's the point. It's why a cold wallet isn't just hardware, it's a shield. And it's why sovereignty isn't a buzzword, it's survival. So the next time someone asks, can Bitcoin be stolen from you? Don't answer with fear. Answer with conviction. Because Bitcoin was never designed to protect you from math. It was designed to protect you from yourself and from the illusions you were taught to trust. So hold your keys, own your future, and stay sovereign. Now, I'm just quickly going to chuck this in here one last time. Remember, this is completely free, and if you want to check it out, there's going to be a link for it down in the description below. Now, if you've made it this far, and if you're not too sure what to watch next, well, I have this playlist just here, which you can go ahead and binge watch if you enjoy my content, or if you just want to watch one little video, you can check this one out just here, which is recommended to you by YouTube.